dear children. Good afternoon, everyone at home. Thank you for always following us on our Facebook page, on our YouTube, on our website. Thank you very much. May the good Lord bless you. This is Teacher Doreen once again from Light Academy Nursery and Primary School. I'm here today to have a lesson with you in Literacy A, that is the science part, but still the same class, Primary 2. So here, I remember last time we looked at food. And we said food is something good that one can eat, something good to eat and drink. Anything good that you can eat and drink is called food. It can be porridge, it can be posho, it can be matoke, it can be anything. As long as it is good for your health, for your body, it is good for you to eat. It is good for you to drink. That is called food. So, that is what we looked at previously. Today we are going to look at the classes of food. This food we eat is categorized. It is classified in different ways. So, we are going to look at the classes. Classification of food. When it comes to every kind of food, there are foods that make your body healthy. There are foods that make your body strong. There are foods that make your body look nice. So, we are going to categorize food in 3 different ways. The food we eat is categorized in 3 groups. Number 1, class number 1, we have the energy giving foods. The energy giving food. This one here can be called carbohydrates. These are the energy giving foods. What do I mean when I say they are the energy giving foods? These are the foods which give our body energy. They make us strong. They give us strength to do whatever we are supposed to do. We are going to look at examples of such foods that can give us strength in whatever we are supposed to do. We are going to look at examples of foods that can make us strong in our day-to-day lives. Which foods are these that we can eat and make us strong? Examples of energy giving foods, or what we've called the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the foods that give us strength, that make our bodies strong. Example number 1, we have cassava. When you eat cassava, get assured of your body to grow strong. We have the yams. We have the sweet potatoes. We have the rice. We have millet. We have maize. When I talk of the maize, then here you can say the posho. When I talk of the millet, we have the kalo from the millet. Okay? We have the porridge, the millet porridge. Then we can also mingle it as kalo. Then we have maize. You know the maize. You can either burn the maize. You can either cook the maize. You can roast it. You can grind it into the flour, the maize flour, the posho. Different ways of eating the maize. So, these are some examples of the carbohydrates, the energy-giving foods. This is the first class of food. So when you eat these, you have eaten the energy-giving foods, the foods that give us energy. Let's look at class number 2. Class number 2, we have the body building foods. The body building foods, and these are what we call the proteins. Bodybuilding foods are the foods that build our bodies. They build our bodies. They are called the bodybuilding foods. These are what we call the proteins. Let's look at examples of these class of foods. Examples of body building foods, or what we call the proteins. Let's look at examples of these foods that can make our bodies build. They can build our bodies. For example, we have milk. Most of us like milk. When you take milk, it will automatically build your body. We have eggs. We have eggs. We have fish. We have beans. We have meat, ground nuts. We have chicken, and very many others. These are some examples of the foods. Automatically, when you eat them, when you drink the milk, you eat the eggs, the fish, the beans, the meat, the groundnuts, the chicken, your body will be built. They are called proteins. They have those fats, natural fats. You see the fats that are in the eggs, that are in the milk, in the fish, in the meat itself, in the groundnuts. When you prepare the groundnuts, you see that fat on top. The chicken itself, they have natural fats. That's why they build our bodies. So this is the second class of foods called the body building foods. Let's look at the last class of food. The last class is called the protective foods. Well, these are what we call the vitamins. Protective foods, or we can call them the health giving foods. The health giving foods. These foods, as the name suggests, they make our bodies healthy. They make us look healthy. They make the young, the old look young. These are called the health giving foods, or we can call them the protective foods. They protect our bodies against different diseases, against different sicknesses. So that's why we call them the protective foods. When we look at these foods, they are classified again, they are subdivided into two. We have the greens here. We have the fruits and the vegetables. When I talk of the fruits, I mean the watermelon, how delicious it is, the pineapple, the apples, the passion fruits, and very many other fruits. Then when I talk of the vegetables, I mean the dodo. You know dodo, okay? I mean the nakati. I mean the cabbage, the spinach, but a few. These are some examples of the health-giving foods. When you eat these fruits, and even other fruits that I have not mentioned, your body will look healthy and young. When you eat these vegetables, I've mentioned a few, but there are very many, automatically your body will look good, it will look fresh, it will look young, it will look healthy. So these are the 3 classes of food. Any food that I've not mentioned, look for where it goes. Look for where it lies. Does it lie in the energy-giving foods? Try to eat it. Does it lie in the bodybuilding foods? Try to eat it. Does it lie in the protective foods? Try to look for it. Otherwise, these are the classes of food that we have and the different examples in each class of food. Let's look at some simple exercise, and then we shall see what is next. A simple exercise according to what we have talked about today. Don't hesitate to work or collaborate with your parents at home, with your guardian, with your auntie, with your uncle, sister or brother, anyone who is there to help you. This is the time when you need them. Example number 1, let's look at this activity. Activity number 1, what is food? Activity number 2, give the 3 classes of food. Example, activity number 3, list down any 4 examples of A, proteins. Proteins. 1, 2, 3, 4. B, vitamins. 1, 2, 3, 4. And C, carbohydrates. Hydrates. 1, 2, 3, 4. Otherwise, take your time, do this exercise, let someone guide you and correct you. Thank you very much for being part of this lesson. Thank you for always watching us, always like our school, like our messages, like our subjects. May God bless you. Stay safe.